Larry, do you feel you got a car that can win the championship right now?
Absolutely. Well, this car didn't win the championship last year, but this team did. So it's just a matter of going out there and doing it. And we've just been on the wrong end of some tight drag races. But it's the same car, same team and all that. We just need to flip it a little bit. We definitely need to make some ground this week if we got any shot. I think I'm probably below your do or done line. And that's fine, and that's our fault. If we can make up a couple rounds, be within 60 coming out of here, I like my chances.
Larry, always a big football fan of the Oakland Raiders. Al Davis just passed away this week. Got to be a tough moment for you, especially being a Raiders fan.
Yeah, I mean, certainly. I mean, it's a great story. He didn't come from money and go buy a team and go out there and do it. I mean, he started from washing parts and working his way up, and it's a great story, and it's a great franchise. And I became a fan when they were in LA and I was in LA at the same time. So it's what I'm telling everybody. It's like he's kind of righted the ship. The team's playing pretty good this year, and now he can go rest in peace. So hopefully they'll finish the season off well for him.
But I want to ask you a quick question about the light or the lack thereof. When you come down there, when you get past the finish line, it looks like you're driving into a black hole down there. What's it feel like?
Yeah, it really is. You just need to get the car woed down. I mean, obviously the walls are painted bright white, so that really helps your cause as far as that. And you're just getting the car woed down. That's all you can do. And it's really bouncy. You got to kind of watch where you pull the chutes and all that stuff. And I didn't do a good job, and it got the car bouncing and it hit the skid pads and stuff like that. But we shouldn't have that problem tomorrow or the rest of the weekend. We'll be in the day, in the heat, and hopefully we can get it done for the Salinavi team.
Larry, you're still safe as number one. Dell took a shot at it, moved from 7th to 2nd, ran a 3:93. So you're still the number one guy. Now, what about Dell, though, after last week? Quickest pass in history and loses. You keeping sharp objects away from him?
I just, I felt like I was driving the car, seeing the scoreboards come on, and it couldn't have hurt me any more and any harder if I had been driving the car. And it's just, you get up there, and you got a small window to be sharp, and he missed it. He's a great driver, and he gets back in the car, and he's been doing this a long time, a lot longer than I have, and I got a lot of faith and confidence. He rolls up to Ray Spencer again, you'll probably see a different outcome.
And he is a guy that does know how to bounce back. He's a pro. He's a champion that way. But
absolutely.
What did you see when you first saw him after that run?
I didn't see him.
No, the first time you saw him.
Oh, it was today.
So he was better.
Yeah, well, he flew home with Alan, and I was glad I wasn't on that flight. But you know what? That can happen. I mean, that's part of it. Either you're either leaving on him or getting left on, and it's just how it is. And he's a badass driver, and he'll be fine for these next three. I promise you.
Hey, thanks a lot, Larry. That's not only something that can happen; it's what makes drag racing so short.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just watch. Hoping for a 1-2 finish this weekend with the Allen Auto team.
Go do that.
Thank you.
You know what's kind of cool, guys, is the fact that we've had the conversation with Larry Dixon before this year about how tight that team is. And there's a no BS factor that involves, as far as I'm concerned here. I mean, he said he hurt, and I really literally believe that because it's extraordinary chemistry between those guys. They're not rivals in a sense. Sure, they want to win every time they're on the track, but it's I think it's kind of special, the bond between these guys.
Well, guess what? We have Del Worsham on right now. Yeah, check your hair. You look good. You're on live. How are you doing, Del?
I'm doing well, thank you. Very funny.
We were just asking Larry about Maple Grove and how you felt when that was over. I mean, he said he hurt. I can't imagine what you felt.
Oh, dude, I felt unbelievably happy. No, I'm joking. It was awful. I was very excited for the team and the job they did and the way the car ran. You know, the outcome of the race was pretty disappointing. It's no one's fault but my own, and I did the best job I could, and circumstances just led up to a not very friendly final there. But it was a great run. 21 years into this, I've won and lost that way. Whatever, it's how it goes.
Well, Dell, I know you're a guy that looks at the numbers and everything, and obviously that 101 reaction time is not your normal reaction time. You're much better than that. Looking back at it, was there anything, one little thing that you could pick that just knocked you off a few hundredths of a second?
Oh, multiple things happened. was a whole list of things, and come by later, I'll tell you about them. I really don't want to speak about them right now, but there was just 3 things added up, and one of them was, I really wanted the record bad, so I was making sure I was staged where I thought would get the record, because I totally expected him to run a 374 also, and I thought we would also, so I knew it was going to be close. And then, I kind of rushed myself a little bit, and, the old saying, the Pfizer's fogging up, it's 52 degrees outside, and just one thing led to another, and there it was.
Brandon Bernstein just got down the track and now stands 5th. Doug Coletta was not able to get down the track. Boy, we're looking at a shot again. It's sure dark down there, isn't it, Del?
It is. It is. When I was racing Funny Car and we were down here, it was very dark, so I was glad to be in a Top Fuel dragster tonight. And, oh, man, I'm glad to make a good run. And, it was running along great, and it sounded good, and it made a little bobble out there where it spun a little bit and pitched the blower belt off, and it quit running. And I saw the 393 pop up on the board, and I thought, that's still a fair run for losing a blower belt. And I'm glad, I'm proud of Larry and his team. They made a great run. There's still more teams out there to run, but either way, we both made some pretty good runs tonight. Well,
how was that plane ride home with Alan after Reading?
After I drank 6 beers, it was all right. He was very understanding. One thing Alan's he's been a driver himself, and he saw what led up to the circumstances, and of course he was disappointed, but he's the best guy to work for, and he's very positive and motivational. And no matter what I do with Alan, whether we're playing golf or playing cards or racing cars, I usually do better when I'm around him.
Hey, Del, it's that guy here. Your average light that day I figured out was the 70 to the final round. But here's something I don't know if you know. Spencer Massey, his career average is a 56. That's what he had in the final round. Do you actually know those numbers about certain racers, how good they are on the Christmas tree?
I don't know the exact numbers, but I know he's very good. He's a young guy, very, very hungry, very aggressive, and he's been good since he started racing junior dragsters 3 or 4 years ago. So he's very good at what he does. Antron's very good. Tony, that entire team, they've really stepped it up this year, and I've learned a lot about the competition at Top Fuel and just how tough they are.
Well, I know as a driver, we've all been through this, and I remember Joe Paisano. Every time I screwed up, he always told me, kids have problems at home.
Yeah, I wish that was.
That's why I always told him, I wish that was a problem. I just screwed up.
Yeah, I sold my house, and I bought a new house, and all that's going great. My kids are healthy, and my wife's doing well, and no matter what the rest of the racers say, this is not life or death. This is drag racing. I have beautiful kids that are healthy. I have a wife that loves me, and my dad and my mom are doing well. So it's a drag race. Does it mean a lot? Absolutely means a lot. But I'm going to get through it, and so is everybody else.
Del, thanks for the time.
Awesome.
Better weekend this weekend.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
We're looking at 2 of the Don Schumacher racing cars right now. Antron Brown and this guy, Tony Schumacher, and you can see the cockpit difference. You're looking down into Antron's car now. And Dave Reef, can you take us through this one?
Well, I talked a little bit about Mike Green, and it was his thought that shield that used to be there, now you see the 6-inch hole around the top, the 9-inch around the sides. He says aerodynamically he really didn't think that there was an advantage from that shield. He said perhaps, though, that windshield that comes at such a steep angle now certainly helped clean up that air. And he doesn't say it should affect their tune-ups at all. And looking at the numbers now, no. Tony Schumacher, number 2, 392. Antron Brown, number 4, 395. Mike, do you get a sense that performance could be affected by that at all?
I kind of agree with Mike Green on that. The biggest thing is a windshield. And if you're talking, and the main thing they were talking about clean air from the guys I talked to was the air going into the injector. So if you can get more clean air going in the injector, you get better combustion on the top end. And a lot of people thought this was one of the reasons why the Team Schumacher cars ran so much mile an hour on the other end, because they were getting cleaner air in there and getting the fuel to go with it, making it run on the top end.
2 sessions now complete for all of the pros. Larry Dixon sits at the top. Tony Schumacher just got up there. Antron Brown moved in behind Del Worsham. There's the bottom 4.
Vandergriff, Logano, Terry McMillan, Sean Langdon in that 12th and final transfer position as he bumped out the Greek.
And those who haven't qualified. We got plenty more coverage coming for you this weekend, and Saturday night, 12:30, actually Sunday morning, qualifying coverage of our full composite show, and then the finals are on Sunday at 7 o'clock on ESPN2, and also the finals coverage live right here on ESPN3.com. So we've got 2 sessions into the book. We have forecasts of temperatures over 100 degrees. You think this weekend is going to be interesting? Well, stick with us.